It's time for another
Everyday Getaway.
And welcome to Times Square, New York City.
Times Square. Let's go.
We started the day with an early flight out of Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina. It's a great sunrise. We almost overshot a runway due to clouds, and then finally had a smooth landing in JFK. We decided to take a taxi from JFK to the cruise port. There's a flat rate fare of $70. However, there were a couple of fees that we had to pay in the Midtown Tunnel plus tips. So for the three of us, it ended up being a little under $100. There's plenty of room for the luggage, but for the three of us, we were in one seat in the back of the kind of blocked in part of the cab. It was kind of tight. But it was rush hour, and we made it in less than an hour, and it was air conditioned and a nice ride.
For you Seinfeld fans, you'll remember this from the episode, No Soup for You. Fast forward to debarkation day, we did book the transportation through Carnival. It was really easy. It was about $40 a person, and within probably an hour and a half, we were from the ship to the gate for our airplane.
So we did the video transport from the cruise port to JFK. It's leaving on time. I know that we've seen folks that have had to sit on the bus. Maybe they've got those kinks worked out. We're actually leaving a couple minutes early, but I do think they should have a specific meeting place and have everybody that's on this kind of transportation leave together, just because you're kind of on your own trying to figure out what time to get out and get down here and when you could leave. We carried our luggage off, but you were having to try to figure that out. And then also, once you got outside, nobody directed you really. You had to kind of find the bus on your own. So I think they could work a little bit on that, but I think they may have worked out the kinks about getting folks who have booked transportation to the airport. I think they've worked out some of the glitches from early on. There she is, Carnival Venezia. The ship docks at the Manhattan Cruise Port, which is right by the city, and Pier 88 is where you'll find her.
After we dropped off our luggage, it was a short walk, about a mile, to right down in the middle of Times Square.
We walked past Junior's, which we were on the search for. We will absolutely visit Junior's on the way back. We walked through Hell's Kitchen on the way to downtown and found the first place we wanted to go in, and that's the Disney store. The Disney store is all ready for Halloween. There are tons of really cute things. Hey, look at this giant Mickey 11. And you can't forget, you're in New York, so there we are with Minnie as the Statue of Liberty. Tons of plushies. We got Daisy and Donald and Stitch. There's some minis in the background, Chip and Dale. By the way, Gibson, when we adopted him, he had a sibling, and they were named Chip and Dale. We just renamed him, but because of his little chocolate chip nose. And then we've got some Munchlings. Munchlings are scented plushies, but you don't know the scent or necessarily the Munchling until you open it, but they do have the little orange bird Munchlings. That's fun.
Next stop was at the M&M store, and it smelled just like Hershey, Pennsylvania. We spotted the king, Elvis himself.
The M&M King, woohoo! Be careful, Red M&M, watch out!
Howdy, partner. Thought we were in Nashville for a second.
Took a moment just to overlook some of the stores by the M&M store, and there's M&M's. God, I think a reflection on that window. And now, wait for it. Here she is again, second appearance. Lady Liberty, this time as an M&M.
A special thank you to the New York City Fire Department. And wait a second, Krispy Kremes. I wonder if there's always hot and readies in Times Square.
This is St. Patrick's Cathedral. It's absolutely beautiful. We'd like to have gone inside, but we just didn't have time to fit it in. But man, it's gorgeous outside.
We were hoping to visit the Lego store, but it happened to be closed this day.
On to the Hershey store. Does it feel like we are only going in stores that have food, candy, and sweet treats? I don't know. Hey, this is where they keep the big boys. Look at all these huge candy bars. Kit Kats, Jolly Ranchers, everything you can think of. And it's the home of the s'mores here. But look at this case. Milkshakes, giant treats, yummy.
Hey, did she mention that there was a giant stuffed Reese cup?
Alright, we've had Junior's once before in New York. We had to stop by and we got ourselves a key lime slice of cheesecake. Looks delicious. What do you think of the cheesecake?
It's great. It's not super key limey, but there's a little hint of key lime, very cream cheesy, and the graham cracker crust is excellent.
Alright, Doug, we've been waiting on Junior's. Was it worth the wait?
Hey, yeah, just like I remembered it, it's delicious.
After my favorite treat of the day, that delicious cheesecake, we headed back to the port. And it's next time for part 2 of our embarkation day on the Carnival Venezia as we enjoy a rainy sail-away party, great views of New York City, and the Statue of Liberty.